another video. Um, Today we're going to talk about once you have $1,000, what to do with that $1,000. So pretty much when you have $1,000, want to make sure that we are putting that money to work, right? We want to make sure that money is going to work so that it can make more money. We can improve ourselves, all that good stuff. So number one, I would say is to invest in yourself. So whether that be taking a course, taking a night class, learning a new so that you can learn a new skill to improve your ability to produce income, more income. So you could do like things like you know like you can do things like some high paying skills like sales, marketing, all that good stuff right now. And also you have like AI, a lot of AI things going on. So if you into those things and you want to improve your skills in a get a high paying position, you can turn that $1,000 and make it turn into a lot of more money by making yourself um, more marketable to like some jobs if that's what you want to do, or learning some skills so that you could help other people who need that service. So you could create like a course, uh, coaching business, things like that. So you could start building up and helping other people at the same time. So, um, so I would suggest that not just go do get a high paying skill just because it pay a lot of money. Because what happens with that, sometimes we even though we're making a lot of money, we be happy. We want to get out of the job or whatnot because we're not happy with that certain career path that we take. So I recommend make sure that it lines up to what you like to do. If you, for example, if you like to cook, maybe get a high paying skill that can help to better improve your cooking skills so you could charge more when you go to cook for restaurants or private clients and things like that, so you could start and you also enjoy it, that process, because if you're into cooking, that will be very fun for you know Next thing that I would say is number two is have a purpose for your money. So what I mean by this is that if you don't have a purpose for your money, that $1,000, then most thing that you see, you may just want to buy it, right? Like for example, um, when I when I was gonna get a house, my wife and I are getting a house. We had money, right? We have money in a back in the account, in the savings account, and stuff like that. And if we didn't know that we wanted to buy a property, we would have ended up using that money and spend it on whatever other things we see that we desire at the moment. But because we had that purpose for that money, we had to be disciplined and not spend it on things that are not gonna get us to that property, right? So we had to sacrifice um, and not spend that money because we have a purpose for that money, which was at the time to buy a property. So we had to discipline ourselves and have a purpose. The next thing, as it relates to having purpose, number three is to live below your means. Um, so I wouldn't. We don't want to upgrade just because we got a raise or bonus or made an extra sale in business or whatnot. We want to keep our lifestyle the same if we can. Maybe upgrade a little bit, but not too much, because at the end of the day, if we keep upgrading, if once we get more money, it's going to be like the same, the same level that we're at right now. If we keep upgrading, so we want to live below our means, stack our money, make sure that our money is being invested in our accounts, and so that it can make more money. and act like you didn't get that bonus, act like you didn't get that raise, act like you didn't get that extra sale in the business or whatnot. Just act like that and just live below your means. And before you know, you could see, especially if you invest your money, you'll see your money turn into a lot of a lot more money. So Uniqua wife said, yep, lifestyle inflation is a real thing. Yep. So, live below your means. Don't try to make, um, keep up with the Joneses and all that stuff, not just because you see a neighbor in a new Lamborghini or a new Mercedes Benz or something, you think you want to go and do that because you just got a raise. No, stay, drive your Toyota Corolla, all that, whatever. Don't worry about that stuff. Just think about you want to build a lifestyle for you and your family that's going to exceed all of this. Even though you can afford those things, you don't want to go and buy those things if you because um that's just gonna add depth. That can add depth, and before you know it, your money in that the $1,000 that you have, it may not be $1,000 anymore. So just live below your means when you get increases and stuff like that. Act like it's not there, and you should be good. The next thing, that number four, sorry, is option trading. Option trading can be a game changer. Keep in mind it's risky, so I recommend studying up and make sure that you're making the right decision, have proper risk management, all that good stuff. By the way, I'll have a free webinar you guys could check out, um, and I also have course whatever if you guys want to check those out as well. So and start learning about option trading. So I would say if you say you have the $1,000, right, and you use 20% of that, that would be about $200, right? And so you flip that $200 from the so 20% of the $1,000 would be about $200 in option. And if you flip it, you want to aim for we want to aim for at least 10 to 20% um that flip. So if you flip um the the $200 or 20% of $1,000, you want to aim for about 10 to 20%. You could get that daily or monthly, however, or yearly. It depends on how often you trade personally with that $1,000. And I'll say you want to cut your loss at about 10%, so that you're having proper risk management. You're not losing all the money that you put in. You want to cut your losses when you at about 10%. Don't stay in the trade. I know sometimes when we don't have risk management, we can lose a ton of money. But we want to have proper risk management like this so that we not losing a ton of money when we're option trading. Um, and as I said, if you guys want to get some more information on option trading, check out my free webinar, all that good stuff, and you guys could learn a lot more about option trading. Um, and the next thing that I'll say, number five, is um, you know, buy long-term blue chip companies. So, for example, like your Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, all those, etc. Those companies right now are performing, some of the top companies in the world. So if you buy those companies in America, by the way, if you buy those companies, then over the next 10, 20, 40, 50 years, you could have a lot more money in in your account. So if you invest in with your $1,000, you could have a lot more money over time. And those are more for like long-term investing. Um, And a bonus, a next thing is, you know, is if you invested your $1,000 in a S&P 500, which is tracks some of the top 500 companies in the U.S. Um, it usually returns anywhere from about 7 to 10%, sometimes more or less. And if you put in $1,000 over the next 60 years or more or so, you you would make about 300 and something thousand dollars just by putting that $1,000 into the S&P 500, and you never have to invest again. Never, if the S&P 500 stays at about 10%. So those are some things I'll suggest doing if you are have $1,000 saved up, to start making money and to start turning that $1,000 into a lot more money. So, by the way, guys, give this video a like if you're getting some value from this right here, and subscribe to the channel and like. So we want to make sure that we invest in ourselves, as we said, because once we upgrade, especially our thinking, then we can start making decisions that's gonna be beneficial and gonna improve our skills, could improve our skills so we can make a lot more money and make that money, that $1,000 turn into a lot more money. Again, and the next, we want to have a purpose for our money. So we want to make sure that our money have assignment. We want to make sure that we have a goal for that specific money and not just have that money just sitting there and not doing anything, because then we may we may spend that money on things that are not really necessary. So when we have that purpose, we could spend it on the things that are necessary. Um, and then live below our means. Don't upgrade just because you get extra bonus, raise, extra sale, all that good stuff. And then option trading. You can make a lot more money in your option from option trading and in a short period of time, but it's risky. So I recommend studying up so that you are not putting your money at risk like that. Um, and then buy long-term blue chip companies so that um, you have a high chance of that money turning into more profit over time, because historically these companies, some of the top companies in America, so you can make a lot more money. Their chance of going up is higher than a company that is not as big as those companies, like a smaller company. So we want to invest in those kind of companies long term and make that money. So let me know where you guys are from in the chat, what you guys are doing, what you guys would do with your $1,000 if you have $1,000 in savings. Which one of the steps do you think these or do you which one of these steps you're going to be implementing to turn that $1,000 into more money? Let me know right now in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make this money. There we go. Come on, guys. We got this. Want to create these generational wealth, guys. We don't want to just have money there and just think that we gotta just work all the time and just and that's the way that's gonna be a wet. We gotta put our money. We gotta put our money to work. We gotta make sure that money's going to work so we can speed up that process and all that good stuff. Most people could be a millionaire over their lifestyle, but is it in a short period of time, or is it over like 50, 100, 20 years or whatnot? You wanna speed up those. We can speed up those process by investing in ourselves, investing in stocks, real estate, all that good stuff. Because historically, most of these things have significantly bring a lot of return for people. So those are some ways we can use to implement to invest to increase our wealth, all that good stuff. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to do in the chat. Let me know. Type it in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There was a there's a saying where in the Bible where it talks about the three when the master gave gave the servant the money. Three of them, one got and one got let me just double check here. Yeah, so one got 5 talent, one got two talent, and one got 1 talent. The one that had 5 talent double, one that got 2 talent double, and the one that had 3 talents, where the master entrusted this money, this talent with the servant. He did not invest it at all. He just hid it because he was scared of what the master was gonna do, based on what my understanding. And what happened was that money was taken away from him, from the person who had 1 talent, and given to the one who had the more. You would think, and you and I would probably think that the master wouldn't take it away from him because he had the least, right? But because he didn't do anything with the money, he just kind of hid the money because he was scared of that the master was gonna, you know, be mad and stuff. But even if he had just put in a savings, like high yield savings, he could have made something, based on my understanding. I believe that's what it says in that. He could have made some money, but because he didn't do anything with money, it was taken away from him, given to the one who got money, which to you and I may not seem like it makes sense, but that goes to show that we have to invest our money. We have to invest in ourselves. We have to make that money go to work and not just sit around idle and not do anything with it, or just spend it on things that not gonna add any increase to it, you know. So you wanna just focus on being good stewards that the Lord has entrusted us to be, so that we can be a blessing to other people, and don't have to worry about money, about family, and all that good stuff. So let me know, guys, what you guys are doing in the chat. What you guys want to do as far as the $1,000? You guys gonna invest in yourself, or you guys gonna just keep it in a 0.001% savings account? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. So with that being said, guys, let's level up by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And remember, for His glory, peace.